Hey, this is Tippy Fun 69 here with yet another video. I went on and got my Warden to champ levels, and because of that, I'm needing to farm Necropotence. So, I am here in Revenspire, farming these two bosses, and then in between there's will be two chests that I try to get. And this is my main character, my Sork. He's got Treasure Hunter, that way when I see treasure chest I can take advantage of it. And he's got Legitimain all the way up to where I can force the locks. And I love it. Mount speed is up to 60, and as you can tell, I also have my, come on, damn it, retreating maneuver on. Of course I was late for that one. So the reason I'm not doing this on my Warden is my Warden's mount speed is very low, like 10, 12. So, you know, if I'm doing like a delve, it wouldn't be too bad to use my Warden, even with his low speed. But the key to farming out here is fast, is speed. Been trying to get into a group. I've been doing this for about 1 or 2 hours now, and been trying to get into group, but no one wants to group up. Right now it's not too bad because it's not like a whole heck of a lot of players on. But you know, in the late afternoon, early evenings, that's when you want to start getting into a group, because when there's 50 people here, it's hard to get enough damage. Out of Necropotence. Who's gonna be the winner? I am! So the good thing is I picked up both of those chests right before going over there, so should have a good chance of, oh, yeah, let's see. Right now I'm looking for a hat, necro hat, and divines, and shoulders, but, well, and then of course preferably a lightning staff with precise, and an inferno staff, precise. Only problem is, at this time of the day, from farther off, it's hard for me to tell if the chests have appeared. And really, with how much firepower is going out at these bosses, I really need to stay by the bosses. And if I get the treasure chests, I get them. If I don't, nope. no biggie. Yeah, the Golden last weekend had the gold rings, or sorry, the gold necklaces of the Necropotence. And I was on my way to Cyrodiil to pick one up, but someone in chat was selling one for 50k. Well, that's great because I was about to pay 250k for it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll pay 50k. I hate those stupid rings. Ah, intermediate. Shoes. It's funny how people are not doing the chests. It's actually where I get a lot of my pieces from. But yeah, if you have any questions, you know, feel free to leave a comment. What? Oh, gold stack. Lightning stack is Necropotence. shielded Necropotence. Training, really? That's funny. I'm getting enough dark strike crap. Sorry about that. So many pretty lights. I'm gonna check my chests in between the bosses. If they're not there, I'm gonna go check that third one all the way in the boondocks. And I'll be back in time to start the boss. They're not up yet. Go to the boonies. That one's not here either. So let's go on. I can't remember where, but there was another chest. But this guy is doing exactly what I normally do. Come on, get there. I'll probably miss that one boss, but I'm not too worried about it. Come on. I bet someone's already got that stupid. Yep. This experience just reminded me that there's a chest in the center of that area as well. Really? Can't remember where that sand scar is. Sounds familiar. How you doing today? Yeah. Right now I'm just farming old Culgan's Keep and Magdalena's Haunt, and then grabbing treasure chests in between.
I would do those either very, very late at night or very early in the morning, because I've done those and they're so crowded, sometimes I won't even get a drop. Because people just like throw all of their magic on the spot where the boss will spawn, that by the time the boss spawns, she's gone.
Mm-hmm. Normally I try... Or there's so much damage from her that you get taken out so fast and you can't get any damage. Yeah, well, that's why I normally try to... I keep trying to find groups, because, you know, there's those groups of 10 or 15 people that it helps more solidify your chances of getting a drop. No, it doesn't. I forgot. World bosses, you still have to do a certain amount of damage, don't you?
Yeah.
I forgot about even.
That's what I'm saying. Even if I stand right there and I just do so much damage, it's nothing. And then I found out going to the, what's the one with the spider, and you go from the spider to the dolmen, to the spider to the dolmen. Because it's so crowded, I haven't gotten anything. So King James told me about Obsidian Scar, so I've just been going in and out of Obsidian Scar.
Yeah. Honestly, until I grouped up with you, I was getting drops every time, and then the boss I did right after grouping up and talking with you, I didn't get one. I didn't mean that against you. I just was... It's just kind of funny. But yeah, and I've been farming it since like 11, but
o'clock this afternoon?
Well, no, yeah, 11 o'clock this morning. But
what time is it for you now?
3:56 p.m.
Have you gotten anything purple?
I got a few things purple, but honestly, I don't need any of the rings. I have the gold. I bought a gold necro necklace for 50k, so that wasn't too bad. But I have all I need. You know, the stuff that I need can be blue and green because it's just head and shoulder.
Right. But you're not getting any divines.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting, like, I got a chorus of the Vampire's Cloak divines. I mean...
Yeah, I've got a lot of the Vampire's Cloak in divine and in purple. Now, also, are you going into the delves?
Well, that's what I do, is I farm the world bosses till for a couple hours, till like right about now, then I go into delves, and so yeah, I just kind of do, throughout the day I'll do, the world bosses, delves, dolmens, you know, and sometimes I get really bored, so I just start running around, and I'm on my high level, to where, you know, my mount speed's maxed out, and then I use retreating maneuver, for, you know, I can get across the map in no time. So when I get bored, I just run around and look for treasure.
Now the one that I know gets, who's very lucky out here is King. In our guild, King 50.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm out here and he's throwing stuff up, I'm going, where are you getting this? And then I'm starting to see this. You know when somebody throws up like a green or a blue, and it's divine, or the end pin, I'm thinking other people buy it cheap, upgrade it to purple, and then try to sell it.
I think that's, yeah, but I mean the other thing is, the purple items I've gotten from treasure chests, because mainly whenever I farm, you know, I make sure I have the treasure hunter on, and there's actually I almost maybe one out of every 6 times I open a chest, it'll be blue, and 1 out of 5 times it'll be purple. So I mean, I have good luck with that. It's just what purple item I'm getting.
So treasure hunter comes in your champion points, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is it really worth it?
It has. If you're farming like this, I've noticed a difference. Now there's still, like right now, I opened up an intermediate chest, and it only gave me a blue battle axe of vampire cloak, but that tells me that it could have been, well, wait a second, it couldn't have been any lower than blue. Really, there's nothing else that in that tree that I can put my points in anyway. So even when I'm doing trials and stuff, I still have Treasure Hunter on anyway. You see what I mean? It's just... It's
and your main character is what?
It's a magic sword.
Really? Let me look over there. Okay, so your magic sword. So wouldn't all of your points really be over here in the thief, like Arcanist, Healthy, and Tenacity?
Well,
what do you mean over here in thief?
The saying is, I mean, that is true, and I have like 40 in Arcanist, I have 95 in Tenacity. The only reason I have 40, I might bump that up to 50 sometime, but the only reason I have 40 is you have such a diminished return that by the time, once you hit 50 and you start going up, you only gain like 0.15% of a percent for every point. Well, the max you can get's only like, I think it's 15 in Arcanist, and so it's better off just putting those points other places, in my opinion. Now, yes, I could be putting it in.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
And that's what ZOS wanted. Is the way they had it before, to where you could get darn near the same amount of same percentage for every point that you put into like Arcanist. They knew that everyone's just going to start putting 100% in there, and not in other areas. Well, that's why now you have to. It makes more sense to spread it out. Like I never really put anything into healthy, but there's times if I'm doing like hard vet dungeons, I'll throw 45 into healthy to help with my health.
So you're like me. You always. I mean, I put a lot of stuff in my banker, but I always have at least 5,000 gold. So if I go anywhere, I can change my champion points depending on what is needed.
Yeah, I always have 10,000 on each of my characters, but I don't ever have any more than that. But yeah, that's what I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
For one, if I accidentally, God forbid, delete a character, then I'm only out the 10k plus whatever armor and crap was on it. Like I said, I never want to do that, of course, but...
So let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You're an adult like I am. Do you have a hard time playing with these kids?
No, I just don't. My main social guild, I just don't. We don't let them into the group, and I just don't. I don't communicate. If I find out they're a kid, I don't talk to them. I don't group up with them.
Well, like when you and I were in that halls of fabrication, people were leaving, other people were coming in. I started realizing that younger people were coming in and they're drinking and they're high and you're just like, oh my god, I'm getting a headache.
Yeah, there is more that are high and drunk while they're playing. When they're, let's say, I would say, after graduation and up till maybe 25, 28, something like that. And yeah, once they get up, older than that, you don't notice that as much. Now I have this older guy in my main social guild that, he'll drink, but he's different than a young person is while drunk. He's not.
Oh yeah, he doesn't start talking about your mama and this and that. It's just like, stop. We're doing something and not bossy. How do I put this? When you and me and Leo and everybody, we're all adults and we go somewhere, nobody is telling the other person not to do something.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I don't think you were with us, we went to a trial, and there was like 4, because someone is inviting people to the Order of the Mystics, and they're not really going in a dungeon or going somewhere with them to know how they play before you just arbitrarily invite them to the guild. So there was like 4 or 5, and they were all 14, 15. And I forget who was healing, but one of our normal people was healing, and they were healing with mutagen while we were running to the next room. And these kids berated this healer for using mutagen. Oh, you're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, or this. And all of a sudden, yeah, that's what, all of a sudden, we all got quiet. Marie got quiet. James, I could tell he turned off his microphone. It was the most unfun trial I've ever gone to.
That's why, and I know there's been a couple trials that I've kind of bowed out on. The Halls of Fabrication one, the leaders. I mean, it was late my time. It was like 12 o'clock, so I kind of needed to go to bed anyway. But
right.
Well, and like I said, that's like those times, like if I'm in a dungeon, if I queue up for a dungeon and the pugs that I get are kids and they're on the mic, I'll do one of two things. One, I'll just switch over to my guild chat, or two, I will I'll stay with go to my guild chat and then stay with them for 15 minutes, and then this is bad, but since they're being a little I'll wait until they get to the final boss, and then I'll leave. It's like, you guys want to be little pricks, then here you go. I'll be one back. And like I said, it takes a lot for me to do that, but it's not below me. Because I'm not going to waste my time playing this game with little frickin' pricks like that. I have better stuff to do.
Okay, good. Because I thought it was just me. Because, I have a healer that I'm trying to get... She's a good healer. I'm just trying to get comfortable with her. Mm-hmm. And I will say, does everyone know the mechanics of this one? Look, we don't really need you. I'm a Templar and I can heal all of this. And I found myself just leaving. And then all of a sudden you get all these whispers of, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And I'm just like, wow, I can't believe people talk to each other this way.
Well, if you can, I would take if they were calling you names and like bad.
Oh, I report okay. So much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I report.
Well, I thought you might, but some people don't, and I was like, I report anytime this might sound funny, but anytime I feel like verbally threatened, I'll report. I mean, I know there's nothing that they can do to me in real life, but I'm not, there still needs to be reprimanded for it. Which they won't be, but you never know.
Well, they can be suspended for 3 days from the game. It doesn't teach them anything, but it's just, I'm still amazed how people talk and treat each other on this game. It's just...
Well, and that's... Sorry?
So when we go on a trial or something, and, like, all the fabrication, and I noticed
I'm sorry, Boo. I killed him before you... Hey, did you get a drop off this one?
Which one?
This mini-boss right here. Well, here, look behind you.
Where are you? Wait.
Oh, can you not see me?
Here. Oh, I see you now.
Did you get a drop off of him?
Oh, Dark Stride Arm Cops.
I don't know if you
Even in the trials, all I get is green. I'm going to start doing what you're doing. I'm going to put the treasure hunter on. Maybe that'll help. Because I just sit there and go, I'm not getting anything.
Well, and sometimes... And now, like I said, that just helps with the quality. But just the quality of the item. So if it would be, purple, God forbid, and it never happens, but it would go up to gold. But you see what I'm saying? It bumps the quality up.
Well, the last couple kinds have gone into Ma. All I've gotten is white intricate. I'm like, come on.
Now there are some abilities or under the champ tree, any of them that you can still do 100%, you know, 100 points on them, and it's still okay. You know, you're still getting a good return. It's just, you know, the others aren't worth it to me. Because
so what do you think about that? What's that one? Because King James seems to think that it's very important. The what is it called? Well, tenacity.
Oh yeah, tenacity is one of the ones that having 100 in it can help, but at the same time, actually no. I mean, if you look at it, like I have 90 in it right now, and at 90 it's at 14.80%. So if you put 1 point in at 91, it's only going up to 14.83%. So you're only getting a 0.3% gain for that 1 point. Now, if that's, you know, if that's really the only other place in the green section that you can put your points, yeah, I put, you know, 100 in it. You know, but I mean, the main thing I do is I make sure I have a Master Gatherer. That's the main thing I have. And then I make sure I have the Treasure Hunter if I can.
So what do you think about this new one, Master at Arms?
Are we under attack? Oh, we are under attack.
I got one more guy out. He's pretty good.
That was funny. Yeah, the Master of Arms. Let me see.
Yeah, King James seems to think that's like really important. Because I mean, it's new, and I see things on there, but
yeah, give me a sec. I Master of Arms. It can be. I mean, it can be a really good, you know, passive. I don't have any in it because I have, you know, a lot on. Because of us having to do light and heavy attacks to get back our resources now, more so than we had to before Morrowind. I actually have like 60 under Staff Expert, which gives me 29.37%. Increases your damage done with light and heavy attacks with destruction and restoration staves. That away my damage.
I did put some over there on that one.
You know, and then I did Elfborn. I did 50 in Elfborn, 50 in Elemental Expert. But that's, like I said, and that's a cool part about the game. You can still do stuff the way you want, but with Morrowind, Zaz has limited what you can do and still be a powerhouse. But now see with like, well, and then I have Fermiturge because I do, you know, a lot of. You did, didn't you? Come on.